Mamatay na ho tayo lahat. Mamatay ng mga anak natin sino nagsisinungaling sa atin.
Grabe, ang tapang pala nito ni Kati Binag. Hinamon si Junior at yung mga katim daw ni Junior na nagpupulburon, kasama ang mga anak, ganito katindi yung hamon niya. Kayang itaya ang kanilang buhay at ang kanyang mga anak para lang sa katotohanan. Etong team ng pulburon, kaya nilang sabihin yan. Kaya nilang itaya yung buhay ng mga anak nila at yung sarili nila para mapatunayan lang kung nagsasabi siya ng totoo o hindi. Nako, panoorin po natin ang video po na ito kung talagang totoo po itong sinasabi ni Kati Binag na nakikita po niya na inalok pa siya ni Cute at may hawak pang USB. Ito yung video.
On that, again and again, if you're on that group, are you stupid enough to like video them and like what? Diba? Will you video them? Will you record them? Because you're part of that group that time. So you think everything is normal, everyone is happy. Parang ako dati, sabi ko, matanda na sila, alam nila ginagawa na nila. Which is so sad. Kasi parang, I wish the time, which ako naman, nagawa ko naman kay Tony Boy. Sabi ko, ayoko niyan. Kasi hindi talaga. Tsaka matanda ka na. Gusto ko yung mga huling buhay mo, maayos yung buhay mo. Yung parang mag-iwan ka, mag-enjoy ka, healthy ka. Kasi hindi naman maglalas eh. You wouldn't know what will happen, di ba?
Sa ano naman, in law, personal testimony actually is regarded highest in court kasi nakita mo, that's your personal perception and that's your personal experience. So no matter na wala kang nakuhang video, kung nakita mo talaga, that's sufficient to stand in court. So I don't think that that's something that's questionable. So siguro yung mga next na tanong lang is halimbawa ng in-offer ka ni First Lady, how would you know that that is cocaine?
Pinakita niya sa akin eh.
So,
and I've seen it. Kasi nung bago kami ni Tony Boy that time, 3 months kami, I remember. Nagtataka ako, nagsisi-CR, nasa bahay niya, sa Davao, nagsisi-CR sila. Tapos may kasabay siya palagi. Hindi ko na i-mention, mabait naman sa akin yung guy niyan. But, hi. So, and I'm friends with him.
Baka hindi makatulog.
Baka hindi makatulog. And he's a good guy.
Is he in government?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Then, I was, parang sabi ko, ang weird. Bakit sila nag-CR? And it's funny kasi I thought, sandali, parang bakla ba siya?
In the house of someone? In the private?
No, in the house of Tony Boy in Davao.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, nainis ako. So I knock, parang sabi ko, hey, anong ginagawa niyo dyan? Labas nga kayo, ba't kayo nandyan? Ganyan ako, diba? Parang weird for me eh, diba? So, parang narinig ko, natataranta sila sa loob. Then they open the door. Ganun ako. Tapos in-open nila yung door. Pag-open, so sobrang sigurong taranta and we're new, di ba? He's still trying to prove himself, pa-impress siya, di ba? Nakita ko talaga may mga tawas ba yun? Parang ganun pa nga yung tingin ko that time. Tapos hindi pa kasi ako nakakita talaga nung nung full na ganun before. Then, nakita ko yun, sabi ko, ano yan? Tapos syempre yung guy, parang, I'm sorry, parang guilty. Tapos sabi ko, bakit? Anong ginawa niyo? Sabi niya, sorry. And ayun na, talagang nakita ko doon na talagang they're doing it. Tapos galit, hiwalayan ko nga siya niyan I remember Kasi sabi ko, I don't like that.
Kasi but where did they get their supply?
They have suppliers.
They have suppliers?
They have suppliers and
kasi yung baka na yung next na tanong sa'yo is that you
Sino
are
yung supplier?
not, you are not.
Sino yung supplier?
Hindi. Ano natin yan?
Baka next na tanong is you might not have the sufficient knowledge na yung for sa'yo is hindi mo naman alam na gano'n yun. So we just have to clarify that you have a previous experience na alam mo kung ano yun kasi nakita mo yun.
Ilang beses, oo.
At least ilang beses mo siyang nakita. And there's no doubt in your mind. And you have seen the effect while they're doing it.
And I'm surrounded with them.
Oh yes.
So,
everybody's doing it.
Yeah. So Kathy, for ordinary Filipinos, what's really shocking is yung asal nila.
Yeah.
For instance, with the Dutertes, it was President Duterte that gave their father a dignified burial. That was denied them for decades, and they were treated like dirt. They couldn't bury their father, and yet as soon as PRRD sat in office, gave them that dignity. And apart from that, they were treated well. And of course, si Vice President made it possible for Bongbong Marcos to make a comeback sa Malacanang. And so many, their fiercest enemies are the ones who really love them and gave them their biggest support.
Exactly.
So, Pastor Quiboloy spent a lot of money and gave them so much support. He was the only, in SMNI was the only one that gave Bongbong Marcos, the candidate, the kind of respect that he wasn't getting from anyone, from mainstream media. So he pumayag siya na mag-attend siya ng debate. And yet parang nakakagulat ang asal nila. No?
Yeah.
Walang mga utang na loob, which is unusual for ordinary Filipinos, na parang shocking. So, what else did you see? Did you see this? Did you see that yung ganyang klaseng asal?
Of
Really?
course, yeah.
Wow.
Like literally, like even right now, like when I came out, there's a lot of people like messaging me. Like literally old mga colleagues nila, old na mga
Yeah.
empleyado nila. Maraming salamat ma'am, nagsalita po kayo.
Yes.
And sabi nila kasi parang wala silang boses. Sabi ko, may boses na kayo ngayon. Sabi ko, may boses kayo ngayon, pwede kayong lumabas, huwag kayong matakot. Kasi isang bayan ng Pilipino ang lalaban. Iilan lang sila.
Yeah.
Ang dami natin.
Yeah.
Alam niyo po. Tapos yun nga, tama po yung sinasabi niyo na yung mga nag-go against them right now are the people who love them the most.
Yeah.
The people who trusted them, the people who supported them.
Maharlika.
Diba? Exactly. So like, so just imagine, dapat yun ang tanong, bakit?
Yeah.
Bakit? O sige po, yung ibang nasa politics, yung iba vlogger, ako na lang po. Wala ako sa politics, hindi ako vlogger, wala akong any connection with everyone. I'm just seeing, nakikita ko lang kung ano yung mali, kung ano yung nangyayari. And I'm scared because, again, if they can do it to me, they can do it in Davao, in Mindanao, they can do it to other people, other leaders na sinususpend lang nila, tinatanggalan nila ng power, tinatanggalan nila ng budget. They can do it to the whole Philippines.
So this is what you saw. This is the character of the president.
Exactly.
And that first couple.
That group, the whole team, diba?
Yeah.
Parang, well, I wish that some of them are like, are going against it. Kaya nga po siguro may mga nagre-resign na cabinet secretary. It's my opinion because they're not seeing eye to eye. Pero kasi it's like, it's not talagang harassment na yung ginagawa nila eh. Diba?
Do you
Obvious
think
naman.
do you think that with you coming out, there will be more people having the same courage to speak out against this administration?
Meron po. Meron po.
So we are expecting other people.
Meron po.
I think
Meron
that is
po. Actually, after nung interview ko, I had a meeting. Pero meeting yon parang, I had a meeting na somebody asked me to help for their business. Ganyan, parang, then, sa skincare, kasi parang I'm into that di ba? So parang, apparently, hindi sinasadya, hindi nila alam. Kasi sabi ko, I don't tell them na ako yung ka-meeting nila. Kasi I just had an interview. Kasi nobody knows nga. So ayoko lang ma-shock sila. Uy, ito pala yon. So when I was entering, when I was walking, then one of my good friends, siya yung taga Davao yung girl, kausap. Sabi ko, huwag mo susugin ako muna. So when I was entering and walking there, talagang napanganga siya. Ay, ikaw yung sabi ko. Then you know what? That two people, their best friend for this another woman who was abused. Who was, siya, ng couple. Nagamit. Like, have you heard the Turkey incident with that woman? Yes, they were friends with them. Then I was like, tell them to tell her, you need to come out. Girl, you need to come out. You know what? Kasi yung pananakot nila sa'yo na hindi mo makikita yung anak mo, lalo mong hindi makikita. They will use that against you. But right now, all the Filipino people will fight for you. Ilabas mo lang kung ano yung alam mo. Huwag kang matakot.
Kasi ngayon yung nakikita ko is that they might be preparing a case against you or but with the revelation that there will be other people coming out, di mahihirapan silang gumawa ng strategy dyan. Because right now, what they can do against is file ka na maraming kaso for you to be silent. Actually, they would use the case for you to be silent. So ano kayang gagawin na naman nila pag dumating din yung mga pagkakataon na mas marami nang nagsasalita?
Kasi yung tinatanong ni Attorney Bosantog yun, kasi ganun yung nakita namin yung formula nila. Tatakutin nila kami para tumahimik ka.
Yes.
So, dapat di ka matakot. Dapat lalo kang magsalita. No?
Yes.
Kasi when we asked you to come on board, of course there were concerns about, but not really. I mean, not really anymore at this point. Will it get us into trouble? Honestly, we don't care. No?
Yeah.
We're, like Kathy, we're here for the country. No? Very clearly. So Kathy, my other question. The one other thing that really shocks me to my bones talaga is the indifference towards the plight of the poor.
Yeah.
Is the poor anywhere in the horizon of this president? Did you see it in the first lady also? Meron bang compassion itong mga ito?
Alam mo, hindi ko nakita.
Yeah.
Even with my partner. ako nga partner na nila eh, 'di ba? Parang they don't treat me right. Parang yun ang nakakasad kasi ang daming ginagawang charity, ang daming, alam mo, yung iba nga, Kristiyano rin dyan, katulad ko. Pero parang, if I'm there, I'm not welcome. Alam mo yun, parang sila lang yung welcome. Parang sa harapan lang. Like, what I did, like, nung pandemic po, nagbebenta ako ng mga gamit ko, relo ko. Kasi, kapag humingi ako ng tulong, nagagalit. Wag, parang hindi mo kailangan yung gawin. Eh ako that time, parang I was thinking, what else can we do? Bukas makalawa, pwede tayong mamatay with this pandemic. And you know what? It's so sad kasi hindi na natauhan yung mga tao. Yun ba, parang ako kasi I'm seeing like the pandemic happen. It's a modern Noah's Ark. Na parang, hey, everybody need to wake up. Like whatever you have right now, no matter how famous, how powerful, how rich you are, you cannot use that all right now. Parang di nyo malabanan to. So right now, eto ngayon yun eh. Another one. Diba? Parang eto yung nangyayari sa atin. It's like, alam mo yung who's the king in the Bible na super feeling niya siya yung pinaka-powerful.
Anything Bible, don't ask me.
Anyway, so
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Who? Nebuchadnezzar?
Yes, diba? And then even si King David na kinampihan ni God, diba? Parang pinut siya, naging king siya, right?
So,
then he abused his power.
Yeah, so Kathy, what you're saying now about the poor, kasi you said may mga charity sila, pero sa totoo lang, ang tingin nila sa poor, sa mga mahihirap, pwedeng ginagamit lang.
Exactly. Siyempre for taxes, may foundation ka. Di ba? Parang to save, yung parang ma-exempt ka sa tax.
Kasi nagpa-party sila, di ba? Party ng party. Nagulat kasi ako nung when I look back nga, parang I was so foolish kasi I thought it was going to be like PRRD. So foolish kasi I heard that they were going to have an inaugural ball.
Yeah.
No, I heard. So I went to one of them, somebody close to the couple, and I said, maybe you should advise them not to do that because you know the Marcos name and ostentation and plunder, etc. And then they just laughed it off and continued to have 3 inaugural balls. No? And then I found out that, so I was so stupid in thinking that it mattered to them what people thought. No? So, and then the first thing pala that I read, no, si Lisa Marcos did was to build a kitchen, caterer. So gulat ako, catering? What for? So I thought, maybe they'll have a soup kitchen there for the poor. Turns out, no, because they were gonna party. No? And party using people's money and in a place that's surrounded by slums. So that yung walang pakialam sa sensitivities ng mga mahihirap, hindi nila alam yon na nasasaktan, na nakikita nila na itong mga katabi ninyo nagugutom yan thanks to you. Hunger and poverty is at an all-time high, di ba? And yet they party with fireworks and all of that. So did you see that indifference?
Opo. Yung
Really?
na lang, yung talagang isa talagang kaya nag-post ako ng naiirita na ako. Ilalabas ko na si Voltes 5. Yung nakita ko kasi rin yung, di ba remember lalo na nagbagyo tayo? That's 500 billion pesos. Imagine ilan tayo, 100 million. Kung dinivide nila yung perang yun, di gumaan-gaan yung buhay ng iba na nangangailangan, di ba? Tapos parang, right now, parang hopefully, my friend from Congress, my friend, yung mga nire-respeto, ang taas ng tingin ko po sa inyo, sa Congress, tsaka sa Senate, tumayo po kayo para sa bayan kasi niluklok po kayo ng mamamayang Pilipino dyan.
I have a question, no? It's a two-part question. In the time that you were with your ex-partner, have you seen any manifestation that the use of cocaine actually compromises the ability of a person to think or make decisions?
Oh, yes.
And do you see this manifestation with the president?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The way he answers sometimes. Actually, not sometimes, most of the times. Kasi I'm watching now how he answers and the way like even the first lady act. And I know you will, ang daming tataas na kilay dyan na alta na kaibigan nila. Again, I'm just saying that sinasabi ko lang yung totoo. Kung di totoo yung sinasabi ko, di po awayin niyo ako. Di ba? Kung mamatay na ho tayo lahat, mamatay ng mga anak natin yung nagsisinungaling sa atin. Okay? So, for me, sinasabi ko lang yung totoo. Kung nagagalit kayo sa katotohanan, nasa sa inyo na po yun. Sa Diyos na po tayo sumagot. Diba?
Nako. Sino kaya ang nagsisinungaling? Sino kaya ang professional liar? Ano sa tingin nyo? Kasi itong si Cathy Binag, lumutang po ito. At ayan po, umpisa po nun kay Maharlika, nagpa-interview po siya na yung kagrupo or kasama sa mga nagpupulburon ay ex-partner niya. At kwento niya kung ano yung mga nangyari, yung pag-alok sa kanya ni Cute, nalok daw siya, sabi, you want? Ba, syempre, siya ay ayaw niya. At ngayon, Ang inaabangan po ngayon, yung sinasabing USB, kung ano yung laman ng USB, at kung sino yung mga kasama doon. Kasi, yung grupo daw, nako, mahirap to. Malamang dyan sa USB na sinasabi niya, ay maraming mabubuking dyan. Kaya yung ka-team daw sa Pulburon, ay magsalita na po kayo kung ano yung totoo. Kasi itong si Kati Binag, kaya niyang itaya ang kanyang mga anak, ang buhay ng kanyang mga anak, kahit siya, para lamang sa katotohanan. Naniniwala ba kayo dito kay Kati Binag? Pero para sa akin, consistent po siya sa kwento niya eh. Kasi simula nung Kamaharlika, sinubaybayan ko to. Kung sabihin natin scripted yung mga sinasabi niya, mukhang hindi halata kung ganun. Kasi makikita mo parang experience po talaga niya yung kwento niya. Kaya abangan po natin itong sinasabing USB. Baka pinaghandaan na rin ng kabila to paano kontrahin. Sana ilabas na rin yan para malaman kung totoo o hindi yung laman ng USB na yan. Para po sa taong bayan yan. Pero sana ay ito pong Pangulo natin para matapos na po yung issue na yan. Kasi hindi matapos-tapos yung issue na yan. Magpa-test na. Yun lang naman ang hinihingi ng karamihan eh. Kung hindi totoo, magpa-test na ng public. Ito si may nag-viral ngayon yung video ni Pulong Duterte. Mga ganun, papakita sa public yung sa buhok. 'Di ba? Pabor ba kayo sa mga ganon? Comment down below. Hanggang dito lang. Thank you. Bye-bye.